got a chance to review and look at the Chiefs game, you know, um, with the Texans. The Texans pretty much I mean, statistically, numbers wise, they outplayed the Chiefs. But then it comes to question, can you beat the Chiefs at home? And then you have the question about, are the referees assisting the Chiefs? We talked about this earlier this year or earlier this season, and we talked about it a little bit last year when the Chiefs won. And is there a conspiracy to help the NFL help the Chiefs win three straight Super Bowls and be the first team to ever three-peat? Now you have to understand, after a while, too much of the same thing starts to run ragged on fans. They don't want to see the same team winning the Super Bowl every year. But a lot of people are questioning some of the calls that got made, the questionable rough of the passer, the questionable unnecessary roughness on Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes did a great use Carsman sale of selling the play. Um, it's just a matter of time before they insert AI into football. It's gonna happen. If it doesn't happen this coming season, definitely probably the next season. But I think there are certain calls that they should just review just on the strength. I know you can't challenge every call because it'll hold up the game. But I do think there are certain calls that they can review from the booth. I don't think those were I don't think either of those calls were warranted. I know that Chad Ucho Chad Johnson, and Shannon Sharp were discussing, that it's a judgment call and that the quarterback is going to get the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, you can't make plays to where they could possibly impact the game, especially if you get it wrong and it leads to points. Now, if it doesn't lead to points, no harm, no foul. You do your thing when you get the ball back if you're the other team. But if results in points, then you start questioning, like, okay, what's going on? The Chiefs are a great team, but you got to admit they haven't been that good this year. They are just getting, I'm talking about, it is just like the luck of the draw with them. Some of the plays, some of the things that happened with them, and how they managed to win a few games. They do not look like the best team in the NFL. Definitely don't look like the best team in the AFC. You can make an argument that both Baltimore and Buffalo are better than them. But at the same time, one of those teams come next week is going to have to go into Kansas City. And they're going to have to basically play against Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs, and possibly play against the referees. And that's my take on the situation. Listen, I understand human error. We're all humans. We don't get it right all the time. But that's what replay is for. That wasn't even remotely a roughing the passer call. And it also wasn't a necessary roughness call. It's just like, what are you supposed to do? It's not like you could just instantly stop, like you just pause yourself. That's going to happen. Now, if you leaning with your head, all that kind of stuff, grabbing a face mask, understand that. There should be a rule called accidental contact because you can't stop yourself. Sometimes the way the quarterback is sliding, sometimes the way he's running, you know, there is a such thing as accidental contact, but they're not getting it right. So this is why people start to talk conspiracy. This is why people believe that the refs and the league is helping Kansas City. there were a few questionable calls that went in favor of Kansas City. And it's almost like the NFL is trying to make it up to Kansas City for that Super Bowl versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where basically you can clearly see they were trying to help Tom Brady win that Super Bowl. They already have meetings about these type of things, about what's going to happen, how games going to be called. The referees are told how to officiate a game and what to look for. But when it blatantly looked like you're trying to assist the other team, this is what pissed people off for a lot of different reasons, especially if you have money on the game. Depending on what the point spread is, how the team scores point, what is supposed to happen. Yeah, you're going to say, hey, man, something fishy. Something ain't right about this. You've seen this stuff with the Patriots, and now, nah, it don't have nothing to do with you being from Kansas City. I'm calling it from. I'm being objective. It's not has nothing to do with Kansas City. Has nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes. I'm just being objective. That's all I'm saying. I can't bite my tongue because you from Kansas City. I'm just telling the truth. Them calls were very questionable. I understand you at home. I understand that. But when you make it almost obvious to where you even got the announcer saying, come on, the announcers are not on anybody's payroll. They're not on the Kansas City payroll. If you got the announcer saying, oh, come on, man. And I looked at the game. Listen, I understand. The referees don't always get it right, but damn, it just get to the point to where, okay, I understand that they put rules in place over the years to protect the quarterback. But there is a such thing as accidental contact. That was not a roughing the passer, and that was not an unnecessary roughness. It was accidental contact, and that's just basically it. All I'm saying is the league got to fix this stuff. Because this is why people think that this is why people think these games are rigged. I'm gonna talk about Detroit. I'm definitely gonna talk about Detroit. Jared Goff showed why the Rams traded him for Matthew Stafford. Jared Goff was terrible. And I don't want to take a shot at Pac-10, Pac-12 quarterbacks. He did come from Cal. So, we'll leave that alone because Aaron Rodgers is a first ballot Hall of Famer. So, we'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone. But I am definitely going to talk about Detroit because that was an embarrassing loss. But no, all I'm saying is with Kansas City, and I'm saying with Roger Goodell, they got to fix these type of things. When you got money on the line and you have these certain type of point spreads, it's just like, okay, like you need this to happen or you can win X amount of money. It isn't, people don't gamble by just what the score is going to be, whether the Chiefs win or the Texans win. They can gamble on how many touchdowns Patrick Mahomes gonna have, or how many times he's gonna be sacked, or whatever. I mean, you pretty much can gamble every aspect of football now. So that's all I was saying. I know that they're the hometown team. I know that was a home game for them, but don't make it to the point to where we having these type of conversations where the call is so bad to where you got the announcer saying, "Are you serious?" And that's the announcers didn't even hide the fact that it was the wrong call. They were like, "Are you serious? Come on, man." And I know announcers, they have to try to be biased, and they have to be, they can't make it look like they are emotionally invested. But damn, when you see something as a fan and a spectator, and you just like, man, are you kidding me? What was that? And I think that's the problem. I think that's the problem. And I think that's why people were so frustrated. Listen. Whoever come into Kansas City next week gonna have their hands full. Whether it's Baltimore, whether it's the Bills, they're gonna have their hands full. I will say that Kansas City, this is the luckiest. I'm telling you, Kansas City is the luckiest. They was the luckiest 15-2 team I ever saw in my life. I mean, they were literally winning games by the skin of their teeth, or something weird happened, and I think that's where the problem lies. They don't look that good. They do not look. This particular Kansas City team does not look that good. But then they had the best record. So this is why people are scratching their head and saying, like, damn, how did they get the number one seed? You have to admit, Kansas City did not look that great. Patrick Mahomes had a decent season, but he didn't have what you would call a Patrick Mahomes-like season. You know? Now, Travis Kelce is going to be Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is arguably right now one of the greatest tight ends to ever play the game. He is a surefire, without a doubt, first ballot Hall of Fame. And I think one of the reasons why a lot of things is going in Kansas City's way, because it's almost like Taylor Swift has a secret partnership with the NFL. She's just getting way too much screen time. Okay, she come to the game. Okay, she's dating Travis Kelce. Okay, we know that. We've known that for a while now. Do you have to make her part of the game? That's annoying too. And I think fans are annoyed by how much airtime Taylor Swift is getting. Now, I know the Swifties, please, Swifties, don't come after me. Please let me live. Don't come after me. But that's another reason why people was thinking that the fix is in. Because of the connection with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. They have literally made her part. They have literally made her part of the Kansas City Chiefs. She might as well buy into the team. Lord knows she has enough money. She's a billionaire. I guarantee you, Travis Kelce don't have to worry about Taylor Swift going half on the Bills. Yeah, that was a shot at his ex. She can literally pay for everything because Taylor Swift got stupid money. She's a billionaire. She damn near could buy the team. So yeah. So that's why things look weird. This is why people are getting annoyed with the Kansas City Chiefs. They're getting annoyed with Taylor Swift. They're getting annoyed with some of the calls that keep going in favor of Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. It's just a lot of things that come into play. And I know somebody gonna take my segment and use it for their own segment and use it for their own talking points on why people are getting tired of the Chiefs and why people are starting not to like the Chiefs. Now, I'm an Oakland Raider fan, and I won't ever, in all likelihood, call them the Las Vegas Raiders. They will always be the Oakland Raiders to me. But I respect the Chiefs. You know, if you're a Raider fan, you're not supposed to like the Chiefs. But listen, I cannot knock what the Chiefs have done. 7 straight AFC Championship appearances. Three Super Bowl wins. But yeah, but Taylor Swift, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm getting kind of tired of seeing her. I feel like they need to stop showing her reaction every time Travis Kelce catches a ball or Travis Kelsey catches a touchdown. I think that's annoying. And I think it's starting to turn people off. At the end of the day, football is supposed to be about testosterone, machismo, all that kind of stuff. But here we go again with them giving airtime to somebody's girlfriend. And I think it's starting to turn people off, and I think people are getting pissed about it. But like I said, I don't want the Swifties to come for me. I don't want any smoke with the Swifties because they'll come for you. But just wanted to put that out there. But anyway, it's your boy Tam. I'm out.